Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the United States of a Movie podcast. We're the movie podcast that likes to make your Monday a fun day as we get together and we talk movies. Now, here at the United States of a Movie, we do actually have a purpose. We're trying to find one movie to define each state in every US state. We have currently done 2 trips around the country, and right now, we're just having some fun. We're having fun with specials, and this week, we take to the skies. We are trying to find the best plane movie ever made, and I guarantee we definitely found the worst one, which may also be the best one, which we will get back to. But first of all, let me welcome my amazing co-host. First of all, in Arizona, Ryan Sandler, welcome back to the show.
It's so nice to be back. I just flew in on Spirit Airlines, and where the tagline is always bet on red, apparently. God, it's been so long. It's nice to be back, and I've watched these movies several months ago, it seems. It's crazy.
Yeah, but one of them is burned into my brain, and there is a lot of notes.
Yeah, we got some hot takes on this one.
We do.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that one in a sec, but as always, in the middle of his very own video store in Los Angeles, California, Will Hirsch. Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you. Great to be here. These are all copies of Moneyplane, by the way. Everything on YouTube, you're seeing the video store in the background, they're all Moneyplane. Everything's Moneyplane. I've been Moneyplane pilled. I am what is it, Oscar the Grouch the Third, aka the Rumble. What is it? We'll get into it. Well, whatever his stupid name is.
Oh my God. Yeah. Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel.
Yeah.
I thought his name was the Grumble. But
that would make more sense.
Would it?
AKA the Rumble. That's not your nickname. Shut up.
I mean,
people call it Darius Emmanuel Grouch the Third.
Grouch, yeah. Dot, second name.
So as you probably figured out, that one of the movies that we're talking about is Moneyplane, which is the 2020 movie, which I also believe was the worst thing that happened that year, and COVID happened. So
You're positing that this movie caused COVID? Probably.
I don't know. I feel like if anything did, it was likely that movie.
God, if the one thing on that plane was like an insane global pandemic disease that got loose, I'd be like, holy shit, little on the nose, Vince McMahon.
We also got two sort of like classic 90s action movies. Ryan, why don't you pick the one I think you chose?
I picked, I want to guess the year, 1992.
Ooh, depends which one you're talking about.
One of my favorite Wesley Snipes movies, Passenger 57.
Yes, and it was 1992. A movie that I honestly I haven't seen really since it came out, and a movie that at one point I know I wrote the note down. This movie should be called Wesley Snipes getting the shit kicked out of him, because a movie with Wesley Snipes in, he does get the shit kicked out of him,
but he also gives it back.
He does. He also wears a very interesting leather coat for a lot of that movie. And there is, it does have Tom Sizemore in it, which in my opinion always makes things interesting. And it has a absolutely, like, positively child-aged Elizabeth Hurley. She looks about 90.
Yeah, for sure. I forgot that she was in this movie until I see it again. This is just a movie that was on all the time it was like this movie and Cliffhanger. I love this movie. I was worried. I hadn't seen it in a long time, as always. But this was just like riding a bicycle. Like, it was just all the scenes, all the quips came back. I'm like, this was just a fucking fun watch.
Always bet on black.
Yeah,
this is such a TNT Tuesday afternoon movie. This might be the most TNT movie that's ever been made.
I would agree with you. And then the one I brought to the table came out a few years later. Let me see, 95? Was it 96? Executive Decision. A movie that I liked. I remember I had it on a VHS. I would watch it quite a lot, and it was one thing that I always enjoyed. But of course, the most fun part of the movie, of course, is just watching Steven Seagal get sucked out the plane and die.
Oh, so good.
Just great. Just the best. But I also remember how everyone was just like, what the hell happened?
I did not refuse to look up the story behind it. I'm sure I heard it back then, but I don't remember them promoting this movie other than it was like the late-ish 90s Seagal. It was posited as like a Seagal movie, and for him to get killed off like in basically the end of the first act, you're like, huh.
But like
And
when you see
nothing
the
of value
posters
is
now,
lost.
the poster is just it's all just Kurt Russell, executive
Yeah, it should
decision.
just
But
be him getting sucked out of the plane as the poster. I might have to make that poster.
Yes. Oh my God. I do remember. I
you
remember
should do that.
yeah. I remember the trailers were pretty heavily like Seagal's throughout all
Yeah.
the promotional trailers.
Yeah.
And then yeah, when you see the movie, you are like, oh, like so we don't who's our co-lead, and then you realize it's
John
Halle Berry
Leguizamo
and John Leguizamo are
Yeah.
co-leads, and
BD
you're like,
Wong,
wow,
Oliver Platt.
Yeah.
we really
Yeah.
won out here. This is
The Dyson guy from Terminator 2 that I
Miles
can't remember his name.
Bennett Dyson.
Miles Bennett Dyson.
Yeah.
Joe Morton is his name.
That's
Joe
so
Morton,
funny
yes.
because that's all he's always that to me.
Yeah.
As well is just like Miles Bennett Dyson. It's just
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. His most famous quote.
Not to be morbid, but not to be morbid, and hopefully it doesn't happen for a very, very long time, but his in memoriam section will just include that clip from Terminator 2.
Oh, when and I hope this doesn't happen for a long time, but when he does eventually pass away, that's got to be the footage the news uses to announce, like,
Yeah.
oh, he's passed away. It's got to be that scene.
Or just like he does get shot very well in Terminator 2 as well, with like his hand in his pocket.
Oh,
and he's,
I mean,
just
talk
the
about good.
squibs and
Yeah.
Like I said before we record, I was just watching John Wick 2, and like I miss when movies use like crazy squibs.
Yeah.
And I mean, this movie, Passenger 57, it's good squib work.
That's honestly one of my favorite little things that I'm like, actually, because when I got shot in my Hong Kong action movie, we did 2 takes,
Mhm.
squibs. Like we did the 1 take, and then they had me literally rotate my leather bondage gear that I was wear it backwards, and they set it up again, and it's powerful enough to blow my leather clothes open. I'm like, all right.
I get why they don't use them anymore because it's dangerous and expensive, and reshoots are like setting that up is annoying. But
Totally
I do miss
totally worth it.
The 90s big goopy squibs were like the
Mhm.
way to go, man. They were awesome. What is that movie again, Ollie? Because I went looking for it at the video rental store. They don't have it.
It's on Prime.
Ooh.
It's Gen Y Cops.
Gen Y Cops.
Gen Y
That's
Cops
right.
Metal Mayhem, or it'll be called Gen X Cops 2, because the first one was a big success, and like I said, the bad guys drove Ferrari.
Are they going to do a Gen Z Cops where it's just like
Yeah, they're just on their phone the whole time.
Yeah.
They're just scrolling Instagram.
2 hours of
bitches.
cyberbullying? Yeah.
Yeah. Just like real cops.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, like I said, if you get onto sort of the IMDb trivia when it comes to these movies, you know, you got plenty of stuff when it comes to sort of like Passenger 57. You got plenty of stuff when you get into reading about executive decision, and then Money Plane. The notes there's like four notes.
Yeah.
One of them being Tom Arnold was going to play the cowboy, then it was going to be Tom Berenger, and that they actually say, despite popular belief, this movie has no connection to Money Train 1995.
Yeah. I think I screenshot that and sent you.
What are we doing? What are we
Yeah.
doing? Why are we doing a best train movie as well? Because then we could do Under Siege 2, which I've never seen. We could do Money Train, which is a banger. And
Yeah.
oh my god! And then
The
we could
Taking
do
of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
There you go. I've never seen the original.
I was saving that for our New York episode if I don't pick Joe's apartment.
We should think about a train movie. I kind of like, especially
Yeah.
because that John Voight, Eric Roberts one, that ended
What's
up
the
being-
Bonnie Blue movie where she just gets a train run on it?
Jesus
Oh, that's on.
Christ,
Hold on, it's on my hard drive. Let me.
on his permanently hard drive.
Yeah.
On that note,
Ew.
you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save the best one for last. We're not going to talk Money Plane until we get to the end because I want to get through the other ones. There is one movie I didn't even take any notes on though, and that's just Executive Decision. Let's talk Executive Decision. I just sat there and watched it. You know, I was
Yeah.
I'm going to watch this movie. So who had seen this movie before? Who had not seen this movie before? Everyone's seen it?
I definitely seen it before, but it's so funny I was thinking of this because this era, especially when it comes to Passenger 57, like I was thinking that like the diehardification, because I was like, God, this kind of has like a Speed feel to it.
Mhm.
But this came out
Yeah.
before Speed. But it, like aesthetically, the music, it just kind of felt like a sister movie in a way. But when it comes to Executive Decision, though, it just wasn't as fun to me. Like I liked the silliness and ridiculousness of the plot. I mean, it's ridiculous, don't get me wrong, but like you have the cold open where they're having their military thing. They fucking explode everyone, which I had joked. It's like it's literally the open from Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah.
Like, it's unbelievably similar.
Yeah.
So much so that I was like mad that I wasn't watching Hot Shots Part 2.
We should
Yeah,
watch it.
yeah, this was because would you say this was 96?
95?
95?
Did I
It was a
say
weird time for
96?
like
You're right,
these
96,
kind of movies. Like again with like a cliffhanger and like that type of Die Hard adjacent movie. This one was a lot more serious, I guess.
It plays it a bit. Yes, it's not like having fun.
No.
It's
Yeah.
more like a serious
And
thriller.
a movie that has, if I remember correctly, like 4 cold opens because it goes like you have the opening scene, the raid, then there's a bit of plot, and then there's a weird black and white flashback scene that was really confusing to me. I'm like, are
That
they showing something that is gonna happen or has happened? Felt weird.
that
Oh,
threw me
that's
off too. Yeah.
that's right. It's almost like
Where they introduced the villain.
yeah, it's like, and they clearly had shot like a whole
Yeah,
scene where they were like, guys, we need to cut 20, 30 minutes out of this movie. And so they did this, this weird black and
weird.
white
Yeah,
kind of like, okay, by the way, this guy, we should know this guy exists. And he
yeah.
barely even features in the movie. And then they go, oh, by the way, this guy is also.
A very forgettable villain. Again, I hate comparing this to the Passenger 57, but there's a lot of parallels. I don't think the villain was as interesting. I think the henchmen, not to be racist, they're just all wearing the same clothes. They all looked kind of similar. It's just a sea of beige, you know? It just didn't hit the same for me. Like, you get the reverse, like Kurt Russell is like, what's his job? He does bomb stuff.
He's kind of Kurt Russell. He's kind of the Jack Ryan in this
Yeah.
movie. He's like
Okay,
the
yeah.
analyst who
He's a
they
U.S.
bring
Army
in.
intelligence consultant.
Yeah.
And
Because
he's
this
the one
guy
who did.
hijacks planes and specifically explodes them. Like that's his shtick. Like
Well,
he's like,
that's
no, I'm
just
gonna
what
blow
was
this.
happening still. This is
Yeah.
pre 9/11.
Both of these movies are very pre 9. There's a
Yeah.
lot of guns on both of these planes.
Yeah. This is I think the other thing, I always kind of remember this movie more fondly, and then when I watch it, I always kind of remember, oh yeah, this is a little boring.
Yeah,
Like
I felt the same way.
Yeah,
there's a
I
large
agree because I was kind of like watching it, not taking notes, but I was like half falling
Yeah,
asleep.
Yeah.
Like, at it. It's like just I know there was a lot of sneaking around on the plane.
yeah.
Like because it starts kind of bombastic, like you said. We've got that raid, then we have the clearly cut scene, and then things start moving pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like we get into it. I do like John
You get the
Leguizamo's
set piece.
great.
You get the set piece of like you get my favorite thing, like the big boardroom where they're trying to figure out what to do, and Seagal's there just being angry, and Kurt Russell's wearing a tuxedo, I guess, because he
Yeah, for
went
the
to
whole movie.
Yeah.
Seriously. And they're like, the set piece of them in the weirdest. I don't think stealth bombers work that way, where there's like a whole back bit where they're just like
Yeah,
moving around.
they're playing a little
Yeah.
fast and loose with the F-117 stealth fighter because that's a fighter.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
you know what's in the back of it? The engine. Like,
Right.
that's where the like the
You mean
jets are.
those planes don't have little elevators that go up and connect to other planes?
Well, of
That's
course,
not
it's all
real.
explained. It's all
It-
explained as the sort of like, oh, it's a new one.
Yeah,
But
it's the new stealth cargo ship.
But
Yeah.
that's a cool scene. Like you get the tension because
Joe.
like I can look past all of the like actual plane logistics, but they have to pressurize and they all have to go very slowly one by one for some reason. And then the plane, I think at that moment, the Terrys shoot one of the pilots, so their plane kind of
Well,
wobbles,
it's
and
also
then
that they were like they were
I
just going, we've got
guess
some instability, so you gotta climb. We need more power,
yeah,
and it's that's actually a very good scene. I'm gonna
yeah,
give
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
for
oh
sure.
yeah.
you
I
know
like that.
like
There's a
it's
lot of good tension in this movie, but it did feel just a little boring by today's standards.
it would be, yeah, especially if you just got done watching John Wick 2. So yeah, like fundamentally the way it works
Passenger
is
57.
plane gets hijacked, a bunch of special forces guys manage to get onto the plane using the aforementioned F-117 stealth fighter cargo
I'm just thinking, in fucking Hot Shots, it would have been in like an actual ladder, like a wooden ladder.
Yeah. God. Yeah.
And it would have been comically long. There would have been Batman and Robin or a mime, just like some weird shit going
People
on.
going up and down. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's because
clicking tickets.
They're trying to sort of like not shoot the airline down, and there's rumors that it may have, like some sort of like nerve agent bomb on board. So all the pieces are kind of set up. We do get the opening scene as well of Kurt Russell learning how to fly. It's like,
and he's really, it looked like he's really flying that fucking plane.
Yeah.
Like you get that shot where it pulls back and he lands that thing. That was cool.
Well, I think he's an actual pilot in real life, or at least was getting his pilot's license or something.
You learned from Harrison Ford,
yeah. Well, I don't know. He would have crashed.
Get on my plane. I'll teach you how to fly.
I kept mixing. I'm like watching this. I'm like 45 minutes in. I'm like, who's the villain in that? It's Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman. Yeah.
But I forgot that he's in that movie, and I kept thinking, like, when does Willem Dafoe show up? Was he not in a villain in a plane movie? Am I misremembering that?
He's a villain in Speed 2.
Yes.
Oh,
which takes place on a boat. Best boat movie. Guys, so many movies. So many movies.
We're going to cover every form of transportation.
Ghost ship?
Honestly,
hell yeah.
Honestly, I was watching this movie and I did spend a lot of time going like, why didn't I watch Air Force One? It's like,
yeah.
Could have chosen Air
Force
One,
which I do also maybe I feel like those two movies, like I just don't remember that one as well.
Air Force One is fun. It's like at some point, at some point, a jet fighter throws himself in front of the president's plane. You know what I mean? It's like a Secret Service guy, but with a jet, and stuff like that. You got Gary Oldman just being a Russian, just a Russian terrorist. Brilliant. I love it. And just Harrison Ford punching people. Yeah, great.
As the president. I mean, I was gonna say this movie. The real flaw is it's the setup and the premise all kind of lend itself to a Speed or a Die Hard type situation, but they're trying to play it a little bit too realistic, and the two tones are not they're not meshing together. So it's a little dull. I mean, there's a lot of the movie I appreciate and I really like. I like that it's not, everybody's like shooting everybody and just nonstop action. It makes sense for the plot, but just there's something about it where I think honestly what the problem is, there's too many characters that you're trying to serve, and it's like, really, for a plot like this, it should really be like Halle Berry and Kurt Russell are like our only character. Like everyone else died on the way up there.
Not the military team. Yeah, like they get MacGrubered, but like and I was having a hard time with like it's always so funny when you do a plane movie like these or like any movie, because it's basically just a long fucking tube. But the geography of all this, like you have his whole team is stuck in the belly of the plane because Dyson gets injured.
Yeah,
he gets like bonked on the head or something. I don't remember.
He basically,
they're like,
they have to stabilize him. But as an actor, it's like, man, you have to.
But then you get the bit where
movie lying on the back.
where Kurt Russell and John Leguizamo are on the top of the inside of the plane, and they have to be quiet because the team is drilling holes to put spy cameras. That was those shots.
It's cool. Yeah,
but it is weirdly boring.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is
because it's not a Jack Ryan movie.
It's a lot of sneaking around. It's a lot of sneaking around.
Sneaking around gets you nowhere.
Yeah, John Leguizamo talking out the side of his mouth the way that he does. And
I think I've read on the IMDb trivia that John Leguizamo and Kurt Russell really didn't like each other on set.
Leguizamo was doing a lot of improv apparently, which was bothering Kurt Russell. But honestly, it's Steven Seagal just being a dick.
Yeah.
It's
I wonder, he's famously difficult to work with, but I'm like, did the director just get fed up with him and decide last minute to cut him out of the or did they know going into it that they're like, you're going to be killed off in the opening sequence? They had to have lied to him. He's furious.
I mean, the famous story goes, and who knows how true this is
embellish the hell out of it. Who
cares? Is at the premiere of the movie. When they get to the scene where Seagal dies, he's sucked out of the plane. The audience cheered, and Steven Seagal got so mad he left the theater, and his agent or his manager, whoever, was trying to reassure him outside the theater, being like, "No, they were cheering because your death was so heroic," and so they were so amazed. He was trying to soothe his ego that way. who knows how much of that is true? I want to believe it because I hate Steven Seagal.
Did
So,
his reggae album come out immediately after that?
oh my God, the songs from the Crystal Cave. You mean?
Yeah.
Let me get the
The
novelization.
novelization, yeah. Oh God.
So here we go. It's to do with a little bit to do with On Deadly Ground, which was Seagal's directorial
Sucks.
debut. Went
Sucks.
so over budget. I remember that movie.
Mm.
Piece of shit.
Warner
Yeah.
Brothers still wanted to recoup their losses, so they assigned Seagal a supporting role and executive decision with less screen time and reduced pay, which still counted towards his multi-picture contract. So it's because he went so over budget on his own movie. They're
Yeah.
like, all right, you're just appearing in this. You're only on set a few days. You're gonna get this, whatever. But it's gonna count towards your, tick on your little contract box.
Just get him out of here as fast as possible.
But honestly,
Yeah.
it seems like the cast is all kind of happy about that. Kurt
Yeah.
Russell,
And,
Yeah.
and
wasn't a
there's
fan of his.
nothing, to be clear, there is nothing heroic about his death. Like, I can see why they angled it as such, but because even the plane, the stealth bomber, once it detaches, falls to pieces, but the pilot jettisons out. So he's
Right. Yeah.
but I don't know.
Should have won
It-
that parachute, mate.
It is a
Um,
good, funny, like little dummy bit where he just gets. I love that.
It's a very hilarious effect. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, that's kind of unfortunately the highlight of the movie.
It's so much sneaking around, and this movie feels really long too. Because
Yeah.
this was this? I think Money Plane and Passenger 57 were both like very close to 90 minutes. I think Money Plane might have been 85 minutes. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But Executive Decision did feel more of a slog. But I mean, I can appreciate that it wanted to kind of take its time and do something different to avoid the similarities between like a Passenger 57, but
I,
it
I,
just wasn't as exciting.
it might have been during a time because when did the first World Trade Center attack? Was that 93?
That was in the 90s, yeah.
So this might have been around the time where they were taking terrorism a little bit more seriously. Like you could still make an action
Maybe.
movie about it, but it was like
Yeah.
it's a little bit more on the news and
And
you
it was
know,
like, at the time, those Jack Ryan movies were doing pretty well.
yeah,
Yeah,
You
it
know.
does. This does feel like such a like Tom Clancy
yeah,
like short story, I guess.
yeah.
I'm seeing here that every day on set, Steven Seagal was driven from his trailer to the set. It was by limousine. It was 50 feet.
Insane ego.
He's such a dick.
Even if he was like wasn't killed off, well, hypothetically, like if that character wasn't killed off and he was in, let's say, more of like the John Leguizamo role, like
Ugh.
what other actor, like who else could be paired up with like Kurt Russell to do that? Keith David?
Pretty much I would have accepted anyone other than Seagal, Bette Midler.
Jackie Chan.
Honestly, like Seagal had to die
The
before
Where's
they
the
got
Beef
on the
lady?
plane because there's no way Seagal could have done any of that stuff on wires that BD Wong
No.
and Leguizamo would do.
No,
yeah.
even at that point in his career, he was getting pretty hefty even
It's
then.
just he just likes to throw his hands around a little bit. Just does this.
Yeah.
I mean, I still
Yeah.
that clip of Steven Seagal doing an entire fight scene from a chair is still one of my favorite fucking things. If
That
you've
is
ever seen Corridor
incredible. Yeah.
Cruise, they do a whole thing with like a new action movie with Steven Seagal. It's fucking hilarious. It's so funny.
I mean, we can all agree his best film role is as Cock Puncher, the puncher of cocks.
Yes,
from the Onion movie.
Have no argument from me. I mean, the movie did pretty well. It was a $55 million movie. I mean, Halle Berry's in it. She's great.
Yeah,
She's her
great.
first $1 million payday. I think Oliver Platt's doing great work in this movie. It's got his, just the guy, just. I mean, the bit
Neurotic
where he's like, I love the bit
hacker
where he's
guy.
like trying to put the thing in between, and then they blow. You see all of the lasers that are just like,
Yeah.
just
That's
everywhere.
Ridiculous.
It's so stupid.
It's such an insane how they discover the bomb and then how they proceed to defuse the bomb is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I think my biggest issue with this movie is with all these movies kind of have the same issue actually, which is it really shows the limitations of setting an action movie on a plane.
Yeah.
There's not a ton you can do unless you go Air Force One and you're like, who cares about reality or
It-
like,
Yeah, I mean, I keep thinking this is like even watching, like, I was just thinking if this was like a Gerard Butler movie, forgetting that he starred in a movie called Plane, but even that was like really nothing quite like what you would expect.
Right.
Everyone you just expects Die Hard on a plane, which is more or less what Passenger 57 is.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be until 2023 where they finally perfected it and somehow figured out how to put a casino on an airplane.
Finally.
So, this movie is the first movie directed by Stuart Baird, who is a Academy Award-winning nominated, editor, often worked with Richard Donner. But he directed Executive Decision, U.S. Marshals, which was the second, the sequel to The Fugitive, and Star Trek Nemesis.
He sure did.
Bill's face. But as an editor, guys, he edited.
Oh, his career! I remember looking this up several months ago. His career
Lethal
was
Weapon,
unbelievable.
Gorillas in the Mist, Tango and Cash, Lethal Weapon 2, Die Hard 2, Last Boy Scout, Demolition Man, Maverick, Executive Decision, Legend of Zorro, Casino Royale, Skyfall, Rogue One. I'm like, dude, good for you.
The Executive Decision is such a like what could have been movie. Like, of course, hindsight 2020. Like thinking about it now, like all of the pieces were there, but they just didn't fit to make something super memorable. Like
in 1996, it doesn't really fit in 2026. No. It's like,
and I was trying to look past like the pre 9/11 lens of it, but it's such a movie that would get dumped on Netflix, you know?
Yeah. So I think that's the real shame is it's just ultimately kind of dull. It's, you know, it's got a cool scene where Steven Seagal dies. We all love to see that. But
I will say the practical, like the miniature stuff of the planes, like when it lands at the end, that's great.
It was, and they got real F-14s to come and like, so we got some real, which always lends like some credibility to a movie. Yeah. And I do like the whole end scene of like trying to get Kurt Russell to land this plane, because we've seen him land a Cessna, now he's landing like, you know, a jumbo, and it's like with Halle Berry, and it's like him, and then it like him fucking it up, but then we go back to him, wait, I know where I am, and it's all the little bits about like, as an aviation enthusiast, the guy, gear, flaps, what am I doing? And it's like, I enjoy that part of the movie for me, I think is like a good way to end it, you know, in my opinion.
I'm so angry I'm just in retrospect so angry we didn't pick Airplane to watch instead, because Ted Stryker is such a better pilot.
Ted Stryker. And then we could have an Airplane and Airplane 2 and then Soul Plane.
Oh man, the better trilogy.
Snakes on a Soul Plane.
Yeah, this movie is like, it's one of those, snakes on a plane. Fucking hell, what are we doing? This movie is like, if you like Jack Ryan sort of like 90s.
If you're a dad from the 90s.
Yes, it's probably a movie that's going to...
TNT. But if you like books and Bush Light, this movie's for you.
133 minutes, I feel like a bit too long. In this particular case. Though at the same time, Passenger 57, I got a lot of notes.
I got to go back and look at the text thread, because I was losing it as I was watching.
I think we watched this in 2 separate days and we were texting the same exact things. Guys, this movie opens with, I forget the 2 cold opens. It's the training, because Wesley Snipes' character plays John Cutter, who is a U.S. Marshal who trains.
He's a security consultant.
Yeah, he's okay. You're right. I'm sorry. But he does training classes for if there were to be an incident on an airplane, how to handle it. And that's his first interaction with the female flight attendant, whose name escapes me. But then you get then you find out his wife is killed, and then maybe like of all 3 of these, the best fucking villain. I think he's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bizarro Julian Sands. I was like, is this the guy from Arachnophobia? No, it's not.
Right.
It's Bruce Payne as Charles Rain.
Oh, so good.
A British international terrorist and narcotics kingpin who's also like
famous for switching his face.
Yeah, he's the reign of terror.
Which that doesn't. I got questions about that. Sorry, I'll continue, Ollie. I have some questions to bring up later about.
Well, I got questions. Is like, this guy, so he turns up. He's an English actor. I'm looking at some of the movies that he's been in. He was in Dungeons and Dragons.
Sure was.
Highlander Endgame.
Hell yeah.
Never say never mind the Swedish bikini team. Okay. Oh,
Absolutely.
it's a spoof of James Bond. He's in another Dungeons and Dragons movie. He's in a bunch of shit, of which I haven't seen any. Because I watched him in Passenger 57, and the guy has presence.
Yes.
I'll tell you that much. Like, he even looks like a bad guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's like,
which makes me wonder, what did his face look like before? Because this is obviously the third surgery he's done. Meet him, and he's about to have another reconstructive surgery, and then, but he knew but that what he was planning. Wait, I forget? Like, it's so confusing. I'm like, is he captured and they're gonna do something to him, or is he there to have a procedure done? But the cops are also gonna raid it to recapture him.
So he's there to get his face changed. It seems that they know that he's gonna be there,
that makes sense.
So they raid him as he's about to do it. He's like, he doesn't even take. You remember the bit where he goes like, "There will be no pain."
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So many. He's got such great lines.
And then and then they come out from. He just straight up jumps out of a fucking window. Which is like
hysterical.
It's insane.
There's a open gunfight inside of this medical building. Yeah. Then he throws himself out of a 12-story window, runs through a park, gets hit by a car.
And my whole thing is like, no, not the water truck, because we have that like the whole water truck
stopped by empty water barrels. So then you get the whole plot is like a Con Air situation where they need to transport him to who fucking cares.
Yes, it is a little bit. It's like, so we got Tom Sizemore, he rocks. I'll go for it, Will.
I was gonna say, like, when we get to it, I got to talk about this plane's flight path, because
yes, we do.
I'll have an embolism by the end of it. But like, I going back to the surgery where he's gonna have the face-off surgery where he's gonna get a new face. Like, he stops and he goes, "Tell me what time it is," and they're like, "It's noon," and then he immediately starts killing like the doctors. Yeah. Before the SWAT team comes up, and I'm like, what did you schedule this for?
Did he like?
I just assumed he had his guys that were gonna bust him out of there too, maybe. Like what? Like I kept wondering, why did he?
Why did he start doing it before they started face-offing him? Like, you
expect him to do a mid-face off? You can't do that.
I didn't understand. I'm like,
they're medical professionals.
I'm like, why? You're there to get a face-off. Why?
It's a weird,
like, was he doing it to get onto the plane? You're right. His motivations are very unclear in this movie. It's like he's got all these machinations. They're trying to make him very like Hannibal Lecter-y,
right?
In a way,
because there is an interrogation scene too. Well, then there's so many like little vignettes. I mean, you get Wesley Snipes's marriage, like convenience store flashback that is somehow happens while he's in his dojo training. It's amazing.
It's like, it's dude, I mean, also like you could find every Wesley Snipes movie of this time, Snipes would always find a way to work an Asian angle in. Yes. He's always got the Asian vibe, the Asian sort of the things. It's like even doing Rising Sun, which I actually quite like that movie with Sean Connery. But he's always got this Asian. Even when he was Blade, he had a little bit of like Asian vibe going on as well.
It was big in the 90s.
War,
yeah.
Like that was his big thing. So, but I love that convenience store scene. And I think I did text you guys. I'm like, no, this is against the rule. She's got to die on a plane. This is a plane movie. You're violating the rules.
No, she has to be killed by a plane.
There we go.
She tries to go to the bathroom on a plane, opens the wrong door, gets sucked out.
Oh my god. She gets freaked.
Yes.
Still a plane movie. But so he's fucked up from that naturally. And then Tom Sizemore's like, man, you gotta still do the training stuff. And
he basically gets him. He basically says, "Look, come work for this company. Come audition for like Bruce Greenwood."
Bruce Greenwood, yeah.
He immediately gets the job as the vice president of security for this airline. And the very first thing that happens is that it all goes wrong. He's on the wrong plane with the exact same flight attendant. There's 10 million flight attendants in the world. Exact same one that he just happened to be interacting with days before.
It's got like the most generic airline name too. It's like Trans-American World International Global Tetrahedron.
Yeah. Isn't it Oceanic though? Isn't it the lost one? Or is that executive decision is Oceanic?
Oceanic was I think that was executive decision. Yes.
Okay. So it might be.
Is that just generic
It's
brand
Atlantic
for
International. That's even more generic.
Yeah.
My God.
Especially because they spend so much of the movie flying from Miami to California over the Atlantic. Can't wait for Will to get onto this one. We'll get there, Will. I'm going to keep teasing the kid.
Well, they're going down because don't they land in the middle of...
Look,
we can't get off topic. We can't
they fly from Miami to California. But whenever we see the plane, apparently they flew via the Florida Keys because we see the Keys at some point. And then we're over the Gulf. I guess we're over the Gulf of Mexico the whole time.
What's your fucking point?
I was gonna say, do we know for sure they take off from America? Like
Miami. It's Miami. I know.
Yeah.
They say that
because you were asking so much. I'm like, I was paying attention in the beginning.
Yeah, they're in
like,
Miami. It's in the beginning.
We're in Miami. I
was wondering that too. Yeah.
We're heading to LA. And
so Wesley Snipes just happens to be in Miami while the criminal mastermind is getting his face fucking...
Yes. He just happened to be training and happened to get...
All right, you don't have to fucking yell at me.
No fucking contract.
I'm not the one bringing up flight paths. It's a movie.
Congratulations, you're vice president. And then he's on the plane and it all goes tits up. But then,
you get, like, he's got the best fucking henchman, dude. I mean, at this point in the movie, they introduced Elizabeth Hurley, who you don't know is really in on it, unless you've seen this movie before, which I thought was a nice little twist. You have...
Forget.
Riggs's therapist, who's also a therapist. You have Donald Trump's fucking ex-wife as a flight attendant in this movie.
Oh, yes. I didn't.
I think I sent you the screenshot of like the three names. It was Marla Maples, Trump, and two other people. I'm like, oh yeah, the big three.
Yeah, the bad guy. Yes, we do get some pretty good. Michael Horse's Forget. We've got Vincent as the other one.
I just know it as face guy, earring guy. Gets John. That was my John Putter joke, which I thought was hysterical when I thought of it. He basically beats the shit out of a guy with a golf club that happens to be a putter, and I'm like, oh, John Putter. Anyways, my other podcast loved that.
It played so well.
Again, I've been sitting on that for 3 fucking weeks.
Hole in one, mate.
Yeah.
It's literally like there's so much like crazy stuff.
There's so many guns hidden in this plane.
Yeah.
Then you get the one. Or was that Executive Decision that had the one U.S. No. There's one that has like a U.S. Marshal and like it's such a famous character actor where he's got like a gun in his ankle.
Yeah, which one is that?
That was that was Executive.
It's Executive Decision because he gets shot. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Both of these movies have guns scattered about.
Yeah, it's the actor who in Office Space invents the jump to conclusion.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. But it's also got the villain interacting with a small child. Who's what the fuck was his name?
It's Adam Driver. That's the kid.
Yeah, no, the character's name. I'm like, he's got like some really old man name. It's like Harold or something. I'm like, what is this kid's name? But you get the interaction with him when he does the 2 guns. I was like, that was pretty funny.
Oh yeah, that one.
That kid's the worst actor too. Yeah. Like, you could see that kid reading the cue cards, and
we do need to talk about the fact, even before we get on the plane, that Wesley Snipes is sexually assaulted by a security woman. Like when he's going through TSA.
Yeah, literally. Yeah,
this woman is like, and as he's walking away, she's like, fucking what? She's like absolutely soaking wet after like just like I was like, honey, what are you doing? You can't do that to another human being.
It was the 90s.
She just kept looking for his penis.
See, no, you're mistaken. It's okay when a woman does it.
Oh, I see. It's
right.
Okay. But then it's like, and then we get Elizabeth Hurley's the baby, but then we get the whole running joke of, so the stewardess, the flight attendant doesn't like Wesley Snipes. And
Wesley Snipes, to be clear, Wesley Snipes hates flying.
Right. Okay. Yes. There's that too. But then sits Wesley's, because she tells this old white lady that 1, he's uncomfortable flying, and that 2, he's Arsenio Hall.
I don't know. No. I don't think she she doesn't tell him that. She sits down and assumes that, which makes it funnier and not racist.
He's black, so he must be Arsenio. And I love that they keep
that. I just love your show.
It goes through the whole movie to the point that even at the end,
that was
everybody on the plane is like, we were saved by Arsenio Hall. This is crazy.
And I'm like, I don't remember. Like, was his show still on the air when this movie came out?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like that joke has not aged at all.
Yeah.
It wasn't funny then, and it's even funnier now.
Everyone else like, that guy from Coming to America? Yes,
Yeah,
that guy.
yeah.
You sweat from a baboon's balls. There's all sorts of things. Like there's a bit where, like right after that, the flight attendant says, "This is a jumbo jet," and I'm like, "No, it's not. A jumbo jet's a 747. This is not a jumbo jet. This is like just one of those."
Oh, because it was
Airbuses."
it was 2.5 then two.
Yeah, but a
like,
jumbo's
was
got
that size.
upstairs. That's the thing. It's like this. There's just so many things that are wrong. Like the one thing is like, so then he's like, "We got to get this plane on the ground," and that's my Wesley Snipes impression, by the way. Also, the fact that like, so there's the bad guys, and then Wesley Snipes and not Halle Berry go downstairs, and everyone's like, "Well, guess they're gone." It's like, guys,
Right? Yeah, they lost him
exactly where
forever.
he is. There's only one down to just get in the same lift, open the door.
But when they go down there, the henchman with the face, God, I love that guy. He's down there, and then that's when they get that hysterical fight. Like
Yeah.
the idea that I mean, it's so funny, and you just knowing now like how capable of a martial artist Wesley Snipes is to just throw him up against just random henchmen. It's so comical to me.
And it's like he's so clearly like they've said it even when he was in Blade they had to get him to slow down.
Yeah,
But in this
Yeah.
one it's like he does these moves, but they're all like boom, boom, boom.
and they
boom.
play
And
this
you know he can do it
bizarre
10
music
times the
too
speed.
during
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
The movie opens with bass slapping. It was like a Seinfeld. Like what do we watching?
Yeah, yeah. And
Actually, I
it's
would love that.
perfect.
Yeah, I would love. We gotta land the plane.
But this is the part that I was like, he's got the random leather jacket. He has that fight, but he doesn't do great. I'm like, where's
Yeah, but
he's
I like
getting
that
his shit kicked out of him quite a
They
bit.
establish he's like a really good martial artist, but I like that he's not invincible in this.
No, he's
I
not.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like the
But
thing
then-
that he's downstairs in the plane and he unplugs one thing. He goes,
To cut the fuel line. Like,
and they go, guys, the plane's gonna crash, so
Yep.
we have to land. I was like, wow, that is a. I feel like there
I
should
think
be
it
some
breaks
more
up the monotony though,
fail-safes.
because they land the plane. You get that really fucking cool carnival set piece where he falls out of the wheel well of the plane, is immediately arrested for being black.
Well, this
Yeah.
is that's what I've written there because they're coming to land, and I love that the person on the air like at the airport, and they go, "This is Atlantic International. We need Mayday," and he's like, "Yeah, sorry, you can't land here, mate." Which is like,
No,
Yeah.
we
that's
can't.
not a
okay.
fucking airport.
It's a
to work.
small airstrip. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but you can't. Sorry, tough. I'm like, yes, but there's the most
Just,
realistic part.
like our guy's out to lunch. It's really not a good time.
Yeah, if you don't mind, just
Can
circle
we
it.
come back later? Yeah.
But it's like the most realistic part is that Louisiana police arrest a black guy. He's handcuffed, held by
Yep.
two policemen, and the
Violently,
guy still
yeah.
draws a gun on him. It's
Uh-huh.
like,
A
Yeah.
gun, which will come up later.
oh my god, yes, actually.
Yep.
And like, how the hell did that dude? Yeah, that's right. So then I stopped taking notes.
Is he
a
up for
while.
re-election? Like I mean, I guess once he finds out that there's terrorists on the plane, they pitch it to him as like, well, you could be the one that saves half of the terror.
Yeah, they're all trying to basically get their moment in the sun. This is where they start releasing all the hostages as a distraction. They're not listening to him, and then yes, we get the carnival. I always remember
It's
when I
a
think
great
about this
play. They
carnival-
disguise themselves as passengers to get some of the bad guys off. I love this movie. It's basically a fucking video game that I want to play.
But then we get to like we do get the set piece in the carnival where there's like there's the bad guy with the other face, or like not earrings.
Glasses.
Glasses, bad
Glasses,
guy.
yeah.
Mhm.
And it gets the jump on Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes is walking away from him, and the guy still manages to not shoot him and shoots
Yeah.
some poor innocent.
Hysterical. There's a bit where Wesley Snipes, Wesley Snipes, you're missing out. He escapes police custody on a motorcycle, which he steals. That's fight sequence in the stairwell. Great.
Yeah.
Steals a motorcycle. Does the fucking bit where he single-handed just effortlessly hops over that fence. Great. Steals the motorbike, plows through a fence, parks it. He's like, I'm gonna go to this fucking carnival. He steals popcorn, which I thought was hysterical. Just like,
But then
Great-
they really
movie.
do they do try to use this carnival, but
Yeah.
in such a funny way that so he's being tracked down by the bad guys. So the first place he chooses to hide is on a Ferris wheel.
should we do the Hall of Mirrors sequence? No,
Right.
nope.
Yeah.
Merry-go-round.
They'll
Hide-
expect
hide-
that.
no, hide on the
Oh, yeah,
Ferris
yeah.
wheel
The
first.
Ferris wheel, yeah.
Not a lot of places to hide on a Ferris wheel in broad daylight,
Yeah.
but we do take out glasses. But then the way that they draw out the chase scene of a merry-go-round.
That
There's the bad guy looking for him. I go, just wait 3 seconds.
Yeah,
and he's looking the wrong direction.
But
too.
now,
like it's spinning one way,
rotating
he's
this
looking.
way.
It's like he's gonna come the other way, you idiot.
The Ferris wheel sequence, because he has the fight sequence with glasses, who then falls to his death of like, there's the close-up shot of just him on the ground with people screaming in terror, and then you get the merry-go-round sequence with like just they're open gunfire in a public space is crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not since Sheba Baby has there been a better carnival scene.
Yes, I was thinking of Sheba Baby.
Yeah.
It's funny, when I was watching this scene, I was thinking about that exact same thing. But then, like, yeah, it's just the whole merry-go-round scene. I was in stitches of like, I can't believe it's still going. I can't believe we're having a gunfight on it. And it's, again, he's like running away from him. I'm like, do you guys not know how merry-go-rounds
It's very Naked
work?
Gun. Yeah.
Yes, it is. And they're playing it dead serious. And I was just like, this is so stupid.
The villain of this gets kicked in the face by Wesley Snipes so many times that you would think like he would go to kick him in the face and then do a different move. I don't know, like to try and trick him.
In fairness as well, Wesley Snipes does kick the British guy in the testicles like 4 times.
I'm convinced this guy has no dick. Like that's because he does not emote. No, he does not emote.
But it does call back the no pain thing from the very beginning. Now I think about it, maybe he just can't feel shit.
Well, I think Ryan, you kept bringing up on the text thread, like there was something weird that happened with the villain's dad. Like the villain's dad did something to the kid, who's our villain in this movie.
Because he's got this incredible line where he's like, "Did you know?" I think he's talking to in the early of the film. The villain is talking to the 2 like security guys with him, and they're like, fish or chicken. They're trying to figure out what meal. He's like, keep the champagne on. He's got the banter with the flight attendant, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it on ice. We'll celebrate later. But then they're like, I forget how his dad comes up, but he just looks at me and goes, he died violently. Like, oh my God, what does that mean?
Yeah.
It cuts to a black and white flashback where he's also in the convenience store with Wesley Snipes and his wife. just loading up on Funyuns, and he dies of a heart attack. Again, a movie would be made so much better if it was just naked gunnified, you know.
But much like Sudden Death, I would not be surprised if this started as a parody, and then like later they're like, well, if we push it 10% this way, we can sell it as a Die Hard movie.
It does have this like load. It's coded weapon one, I guess you could say.
Coded weapon one.
Coded weapon one.
But then,
but I love this movie. Fuck you.
Well, we meant like, so it's a movie that does the one thing that you guys said executive decision was.
It's fun.
Well, yes, but also executive decision is once you're on the plane, we're on the plane.
Right.
Passenger 57 is we're not on a plane, we're on a plane. We're in a carnival, we're back on a plane. And so, we kind of had a middle act where we aren't even on a plane.
You get the bit where he's got to somehow get back onto the plane, and now he's cool with the sheriff. Who he's like, hey, I need a gun.
Don't lose the gun. Immediately loses gun.
Immediately.
In not even a second. Dude, I just gave that to you. What did I say? It's like, it's my wife's gun.
Yeah. Yeah. And does that line come back later when he reconnects with the sheriff? He's like, where's my wife's gun?
Yeah, I forget my wife's gun. Ha ha ha. Credits. But yeah, no, we get back in the air from Louisiana, was it? I think Louisiana?
Yeah, I think you're right.
And then we're in Louisiana, and we're on our way to California, which we all know is northwest, and we're over water again. Immediately over water.
This movie posits that the United States is itself 90% ocean.
Yeah, this movie is set during Waterworld.
Yes.
Like, it's just as the flooding has happened. So the only places above land are now Louisiana, Miami, and California. Everything else is water.
They're immediately over an ocean again, and I'm like, I don't understand.
I'm assuming they're just reusing whatever stock footage whatever B-roll they had.
Yeah, they just grabbed something and they were like, just throw it in. Who cares? You know.
But it's like, even towards the end, it says we should call this movie Wesley Snipes constantly gets his butt kicked, because he does. That's the thing that watching this movie, weirdly enough, is there's not as much action as I thought. There's not enough of Wesley Snipes Wesley sniping people.
No.
It's like I want Wesley Snipes to kick people's asses. Why are we not kicking people? Why are people punching him? I don't want him. I want Wesley Snipes. Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill, kick vampire. The end.
Yeah, it makes you kind of wish that Simon Phoenix was the hero of this movie because it would have been solved in 5 minutes.
Oh my god!
Set your ass on fire, Will. That's it. Oh yeah, baby. Give me some Simon Phoenix. Now I want to watch Demolition Man.
Yeah,
I think that might be my favorite. Actually, I also love Wesley Snipes in Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Judy Newman.
I thought you were gonna say New Jack City, and you went to Tu Wong Fu.
Tu Wong Fu, baby.
Sure.
It's like Wesley Snipes, all like dressed up, and he's playing basketball.
Am I misremembering? Is he in U.S. Marshals?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't he the one that's
he's the Harrison Ford.
Right. Yeah.
He's the
he's the one that's wrongfully accused.
Yeah.
No, that's Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah.
But honestly, the British bad guy kind of steals the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you how good like a memorable villain is. Like if Executive Decision had a more menacing, again, I get that it's grounded, but that's why to me Passenger 57 is so much more impactful.
It's a way more fun watch. Like there's
for sure.
You come away with a lot more.
Though I think
he kills a lot of fucking passengers on this plane. Like he shoots a guy point blank in the fucking head.
Yeah, just to make a point.
After asking him if he's got kids, like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You get this insane like squib shot too.
It's very squelchy. Pretty good. I feel like Tom Sizemore's character is almost irrelevant. He just spends the whole movie trying to get there and then just spins it. It's kind of a random character. I think we could have done with more Elizabeth Hurley.
If I remember,
I kind of feel like that Alex Thatcher, she's the flight attendant. If I'm honest, feels like a bit of a miscast. She's kind of like fine.
If Halle Berry was in this movie, that would have been better.
To the point that, like, I swear that in the back of my mind, I was like, was Halle Berry in this one? And I start watching it. Because I thought she was in both for a second, which is just racist.
Yeah. You're thinking of Catwoman.
But yeah, no, I just felt like, she was, I don't know, weird bit of casting.
She's fine. But I like the chemistry that they had together, like, because they got off on the wrong foot immediately, and then he's stuck on the plane, so she's like, I fucking hate this guy, he's a real dick. And then they fall in love.
Yeah,
I guess.
It would have been funny if the end credits, they together, like, hey, it's going to be all right, and they walk into a convenience store.
Yeah.
In the last shot, it's just some guy walking in with a gun.
Yeah, that same robber, but he's all patched up from earlier. Coming in on a crutch.
Because he gets blasted, sure.
Yeah. He's like, hey, by the way, I was okay, and I'm robbing this store.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this much, because like I was saying, Executive Decision was a $55 million movie that made 122, so it kind of doubled its money. Passenger 57, $15 million movie that made 66 million. So it's a legit.
Wow.
Success.
I definitely did not see this in the theaters. But 92, I was like 9 years old.
92, so we were babies.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was one of those ones everybody was watching on VHS, and one that I mean, honestly,
it was on cable constantly.
Yeah, I think it's people like Wesley Snipes, man. He's just got great screen presence. He's funny. He's fun. He's capable, and people were like, let's go see that Wesley Snipes plane movie.
He's so like he's got the quips. He's a charming like action hero in this movie. I think this is just a fun one, you know.
Yeah, he's like an actual actor. It was originally written as an action film for an actor like Clint Eastwood. What? Okay, the film was based on a script.
In the plane of fire?
A man. There's more. The character was a man going to bury his son in Spain, who sits next to an Iranian terrorist. The terrorist hijacks the plane, takes the passengers to Iran. Then the Clint Eastwood type character escapes, captures the mullahs, and holds them as prisoners in exchange for an American prisoner. What the fuck movie is that? It's like,
I don't want to watch that.
It's Argo 2.
I got some notes already. Let's change the dead son to an alive orangutan. Let's make it Any Which Way You Can 3. And now we've got a movie.
And have the orangutan land the plane.
Yes.
Finally.
This is what I'm talking about.
We just fixed it.
Apes on a plane?
Yes.
Oh, right. The planet of the
Cuts
apes
to
on the
the
plane.
fucking Amy from Congo in the back, just
Yeah.
sipping,
Amy.
lifting the martini glass like
Yeah.
DiCaprio.
Amy,
Yeah.
Amy, more martini. Amy, more martini.
Amy, land plane.
Yeah, God.
Amy's in first class. She's a movie
Oh
star.
yeah,
So
yeah,
she's
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
just a
That's true.
bougie bitch by this point.
Yeah.
With her fucking Nintendo Power Glove.
But yeah, dude. Oh my God. Like, so this one I enjoyed, at least, even
Yeah.
like, even if I was joking with it, it was more fun than, let's say,
I
Executive
think
Decision.
I think I watched Passenger 57 first and then watched Executive Decision and was just kind of like my level of excitement just much like a plane landed abruptly.
Yeah.
I think I started with
And then
Executive
went
Decision,
right back up with the next movie.
then to Passenger. Honestly, I would say that Executive Decision is actually probably the better movie than Passenger 57.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Passenger
a more
57
serious.
is more fun to watch.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's also, it's not sticking around. You know, it's a 90-minute movie. It's like, let's
I
just
can
go
I
kick
can
it.
quantify this that only most 80s and 90s kids would understand, right? Executive Decision is like the HBO prestige movie, and Passenger 57 is like the Showtime Cinemax tier
Yeah.
movie.
Yep.
They're both great, and they just elicit very different feelings.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, look at this as well. The runtime Passenger 57, which is, I'm assuming, including credits, is only 84 minutes.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
movie
hell
ends
yeah.
immediately. Like
Yeah.
That's
It's
insane.
both of the movies have a very similar ending where the leads go off with the flight attendant. Like,
Yeah. It's always a lot of people have died as bodies being carried
there's a
out of the
plane on fire in the background.
And then it's
Yeah,
like,
no-
you want to go
no
get
one's-
a
yeah.
Who
nightcap?
goes to recover what's
Yeah.
his name's body? Like,
no one's debriefing. You know, there's no
I
like.
mean-
It's just get in that cab and let's go bone. And
could
it's
you
like,
imagine like the end? Like I've honestly never checked if I've watched this past the credits. If it cuts to what's the fucking villain's name? Not
from Passenger 57?
yeah.
Rain, wasn't it?
Yeah. Where it just cuts to him in a swamp, like getting up, like he survives that fall.
Yes,
Yeah.
because he gets sucked out of the plane. It's
Yeah.
funny. The shot of him getting sucked out was actually pretty good. That's a strange sentence to say, but
A lot of people getting sucked off and sucked out.
Put
in
that-
these movies.
Put that.
that's the promo. But like, honestly, as he's falling away, all I was thinking about was how normal his arms looked instead of like
Yeah,
a
wink.
Robocop.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The Ronnie Cox, like, oh,
Yeah.
Why
He
is- why
he
is
basically
arms
gets
10 feet
fucking
long?
Grubered. I mean, the parrot, like you can't deny it's crazy to still
parallels.
think like the impact that Die Hard has had on like every movie since Die Hard.
Yeah.
Yep. Because that movie's fucking amazing. Not like the last movie, which we've
I
been
gotta
waiting.
run.
I
we've
think
been
you
waiting
misspoke. I thought you said not as good as.
I'm gonna go watch Frasier.
Dude, so I
new one.
started this movie, Money Plane. All right, I started Money Plane. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna watch this. My phone was dead. I had plugged it in the bedroom. I watched the first 6 minutes of the movie, paused the movie, moved my charger and everything into the TV room. My first note is had to pause the movie so I can get my phone, even though it's almost dead, because I need to take notes. And then the first ones were all just from the top of my head, but it was like opening of the movie. I've never seen or heard of any of the production or distribution companies, and there was quite a few of them. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are these? Like, I would never.
It's
There's
all like-
something I'm going to estimate. I'm going to be kind of conservative in my estimation. 62 production companies.
It kept
Yes.
going.
It's more than Ricky O. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor and
It's
Dodge
50% of 50% of the runtime is like the production credits.
This
God.
movie was financed by Dubai sex trafficking.
Probably.
God.
The budget was $500,000.
No.
And then the box office was $618.
Yeah.
But like,
Box office. This got a theatrical run
but it's for me.
from you.
Yeah.
No, it was all VOD. No, for me, it was just like it really was so funny that there was almost the only sets they had was a plane, if that.
Nice.
Yeah.
And but then
It's a
but
corridor.
The way they like, so the first one is like it's an art gallery. Oh, and it's like, and I love that they
It's a
label it
warehouse.
because like, oh, by the way, it's an art gallery, not just some random fucking building. But then this is why I was coming up with different names for it because it's so trying to be like a heist movie, and I'm like, it's not Ocean's 11, it's Ocean's 1.1. It's not the Thomas Crown Affair, it's the Thomas Crown Dry Hump. and it's like it's not national treasure, it's just national debt. I was coming up with all these stupid names for this movie, but I'm just like, I was quite proud of Thomas.
None of them are better than Money Plane.
And then the other thing is, this is like, so then the opening scene and everything goes kind of wrong, and it's like this giant hulking guy. It took me 40 fucking minutes to realize it was Edge from WWE.
Yeah.
I was like, why do I know this guy's weird face? But it was like, then there's a woman in this part of the heist team who's apparently, she's the John Wick, if you will. Yeah, and I'm like, show action scenes? No, infer action scenes. We never get to see her almost do anything ever. It's just sound effects. Door opens and she's taking everybody out. I'm like,
she does rip some guy's ears off later, though.
I think that happens, but there are moments again, like every time it's about to be an action scene, they go and then cut away, and we'll come back when it's done. And I'm like, all right, we'll see. Could they not afford? Like, they definitely. I mean, none of these guns, these basically are airsoft guns, if that, because people are just going. They're just going. Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, once you said the budget on this, I'm like, that makes sense, because this looks like, this has the visual quality of like a porno movie.
Yeah.
Like it. I don't know what cameras they're shooting on. It looks and sounds.
I shot it on a fucking
so
iPhone
cheap.
better.
Yeah, easy Soderbergh. But yeah, like it just felt like a TBS made for TV. Like, what if Hallmark Channel had like a Spike TV version of it? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's actually fucking bang on. Yes,
it
feels like
so
a fucking
cheap.
action Hallmark movie.
And like, they must have had Kelsey Grammer for an afternoon. Like,
Denise Richards for maybe 2 hours by the looks of it. Like,
God. Oh yeah, Thomas Jane. Like, it's fucking crazy.
Tom Jane is at least acting in this. So is Kelsey. Actually, the thing that I do have is Kelsey Grammer is actually great. Like, he's great in this movie. He's just like, fuck it. They're actually acting, and this is what's so jarring, is that you've got Thomas Jane, like, he, just being that grizzled guy.
Is he like their uncle? Like, who the fuck is he to him? He comes to their house. He knows his kids.
All the dialogue is just, like Thomas Jane being like, "Oh, do you remember Bosnia? Yeah, that was bad." And that's the backstory. Okay. Everybody speaks in exposition like that. Like, "Oh, remember we went to Florida for my divorce? Yeah, that was crazy." That's everything.
Yeah.
But the thing is that Tom Jane and Kelsey Grammer are selling it. Denise Richards is not. Sorry, Denise. You're just.
I mean, what do you expect from a nuclear psychiatrist?
A nuclear psychiatrist. I love that so much.
But like, they're having the shootout outside, and I'm like, it's like with these airsoft guns, I'm like, it's the opposite of heat. It's like, it's fucking cold.
It's cold.
Yes. It's fucking good. And it's like little things like they give him like this bag of money. So basically, he's like told that. Kelsey Grammer goes, "I bought your debt. My name's Darius Emmanuel Grouch III, aka the Rumble. I've bought your debt. You owe me $40 million. You've got to go and break into Money Plane." What the fuck is Money Plane? And I'm like, I've got this movie cost $8. Everyone is wearing their own clothes. And then like he brings him this money, goes, "Here's your bag full of money and stuff and all the equipment or what you'll need." The guy puts the bag down on the table. It quite obviously weighs 3 grams. He just puts an empty.
Yeah, it's an empty duffel bag.
Yeah.
This is supposed to have $500,000.
Yep.
Like, come on.
In a different world, this movie could be an absolute cult classic, but it is so bad. Like, it's not so bad. I regret us not being able to watch this together. I think it would have been a much better experience. But having to sit through this, I'm like, fuck, this movie is terrible.
It's so brilliantly bad, because then it's like they have like the classic heist thing, which is the imagine the heist montage, do. And I'm like, I said, this is now, everything is, it's the opposite. I go, this is now the opposite of Inception. It's like, it's a ridiculously basic plan. You drop a glass, I'll punch a dude, you plug your phone into a USB, and we're done. That's the plan. You drop a glass, I punch a guy, you plug your phone in, and then everyone's playing it like, this is the greatest Ocean's plan of all time.
Yeah. This is so complicated. Like,
if they would have shot it like that, if it was shot like an Ocean's 11 where they had different frames coming in, it was all spliced together, that would have been cool. But no,
it's terrible. And the funniest thing is, so I'm watching this. Like, I was watching Money Plane on, I think it was one of the free ones that comes with ads. Thank God. But I was like,
This movie was 6
My
hours
actual
long.
note then is the first commercial break comes on, and I go, "Oh, thank fuck, a commercial! Finally, some cinematography," because it was like actually
Oh my
shot
God.
really nicely. I'm like, "Oh, look there! Oh, depth of field! Oh, they've got some lights in there."
I can't believe you guys are shitting on auteur Matthew, Joey, Harpo, Lawrence. Which Lawrence did this?
Andrew Lawrence.
Larry Lawrence.
Larry Lawrence, yeah, of Arabia, yeah, that one. He did this. I mean, in
Oops,
all
all
honesty,
Lawrences. I said like.
yeah. In all honesty, they're probably using like legit cameras. Like they're probably shooting on either like a black magic or like a red. But
There's
like
no way.
almost
There's
no,
absolutely
they,
no way.
almost certainly they're shooting on that. But this is what happens when you don't know how to like you don't understand your camera settings and you don't understand lighting.
Yeah.
Which because this is like lit like a training video for like Intel or something. Like,
Yeah.
this is lit so badly, and I'm just like
This
I
was
guarantee
it was shot like a fucking prostate medicine commercial. Like
yeah.
So
And no locking the camera down. It's somebody with like an easy rig, like just moving around with the camera the entire time.
well, this might sort of help shine a light in a little way. Um, Plans to film in Romania and Toronto proved unworkable. Production moved to Baton Rouge. The low budget and rush schedule frequently required Lawrence to improvise and adjust shooting based on which sets were available. We were literally building the plane set while we were shooting. We picked corners of the set that were built. My favorite set is like, and I'm so happy because Will was saying the same thing, but it's like, we need to board the plane. They haven't got any airplane. They haven't got any airport. They haven't even got a
Corridor.
boarding. It's just someone next to a lectern in front of what? Fucking curtains. 90%
Yeah,
of this
a
movie
lot of
is just a
curtain. Yeah,
fucking curtain
curtains.
in the way.
It's they
I'm
they had less of a plane set than Plan 9 from Outer Space, which is unbelievable.
But you're forgetting the setup for why this plane exists. It's basically like an international airspace gambling ring where you can bet on a guy fucking an alligator.
Yeah.
I have so many questions. I'm like, what is the outcome of that?
What-
Then
What
they
is
finally,
the bet?
the first game they play is just Texas Hold'em.
This is the thing.
Yeah,
I've got this-
yeah.
I've got that Texas Hold'em, a game banned worldwide. We have
Yeah.
to go, no one lets us play
But then,
Texas Hold'em.
then it goes into the Russian, like I appreciate they kind of like drip feeding in the crazier stuff. But when it cuts to, I'm such a fucking idiot when I was watching this movie. When it cuts to like CCTV camera footage of like two guys in a room that are arguing. I don't even know if they're arguing. One guy just gets up and kills him, or there's a guy that's fighting snakes. I'm like,
Yeah.
is this
Yeah.
also on the plane? Like, are these rooms on the plane? Like, or is this just footage from somewhere else?
It's like like okay, so the whole idea is you can bet on these crazy things, you know. So you're seeing this live feed of a guy getting eaten by piranhas, but I'm like,
Yeah.
and the whole reason they're on the plane, the setup is like it's over international waters, so nobody's gonna come. I'm like, yeah, not the guy who's getting killed by piranhas. Like,
Yeah.
they're still gonna be like, where's this feed going to? When you land, we're gonna
Right.
arrest you. Like,
It's Florida.
oh,
Yeah.
never mind. I forgot.
No.
Crime-
That's why they're over
Crime
water
is
the
legal
entire
there.
time. They're flying from Miami to California.
This
Yeah.
flight path you have no problem with. Bill.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
No, this one
Sure.
made sense. Yeah.
Dude, I just had so many comments about like it was just things that you were just like Will was saying, is like, okay, we got no budget for an airport background, let's just put curtains. But there's no background sounds, the sounds of planes or engines. They've got one light
Nothing.
clearly just to like most scenes. Like the bar on the plane, I go, this is just a Star Trek bar. It was just random colored
Yeah.
liquid in crystal, you know, like there was no actual drinks. It's like no background plane sounds when they're on the plane. It's just a silent, like, why can't we hear
But
the engine running?
whereas
Right.
like a New York Ninja or a Hard Ticket to Hawaii, like how I kept wishing this had that level of charm to it.
It's,
Right.
It just felt
yeah.
like shit.
And
And
like my favorite character is the absolutely the perfect Texan. No notes. Definitely an
Yeah.
authentic Texan.
Yeah.
Definitely
Uh-huh.
was like it was.
You would know. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, dude, I'm more Texan than that
So
guy.
you
I
studied
thought
this
it was
movie.
you.
Yeah.
I thought you were in this movie.
I would have loved it. I was like, oh, this is the most tense poker scene I've seen since Casino Royale. It was just fucking
With the most
awful.
perfectly realistic mustache. Oh God, I mean, that whole was at the
Unbelievable.
because at
That's
this
the other
point,
Lawrence.
because
Yeah.
at this point, so Edge's character, he's the primetime guy who's doing all the gambling. He plays poker and he's like, all right, I gotta go transfer all my credits to this guy who fucking has to,
Yeah.
like, who
Nothing
is
suspicious at
so
all.
no.
He goes up to the cockpit to fight the world's biggest pilot.
That's
and then
so dumb. Ugh.
and then he's up in that cockpit for the entire rest of the movie.
Pretty much. While John Wick girl is slowly fitting more and more corpses into the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Just via wheelchair. I do appreciate that this fucking money plane where they're gambling on crazy shit has wheelchair access.
Oh yeah, they're ADA compliant. Yeah.
It's ADA compliant, yeah. But yeah, because they go out of their way to like glorify her sexuality. Like everyone flirts with her, comes on to her. She's practically sexually assaulted. Like the bellows where she's going to retrieve a duffel bag, and she flirts with this guy and then fights him. She gets her ass beat, but then literally grabs him by the ears and rips them both off. I was just rock hard at that point.
Yeah.
But yes, it's lots of Lawrences. So Matthew Lawrence, the kid from Mrs. Doubtfire. That's why I knew that kid.
Yeah, that's why I said the Mrs. Doubtfire.
That's right. He's the cowboy. Joey Lawrence is the concierge. Andrew Lawrence was Iggy, whichever one that guy was. But yeah, guys, just don't act anymore. I'm just putting it out there.
But keep writing and directing.
Yeah. Yes, please. Hey, how dare you be so mean to America's favorite three brothers?
How did this movie come to exist? Like, how did they get attached to this project? Was this a passion project? Like, the idea of this movie is something they would have sketched on crayons as children.
Yeah.
Inspired by heist films such as Ocean's 11, airplane films such as Con Air, and their experiences in Las Vegas, producers Switzer and Connie turned to Andrew Lawrence. Okay, so the producers, and they said,
"Say no more."
End of
He proposed an airplane casino film, which they agreed to fund once he wrote the screenplay, and they secured Adam Copeland, Edge. The producers cast Tom Jane. Kelsey Grammer was their first choice, that they didn't expect him to accept.
Yeah. Who was their second choice? David Hyde Pierce?
Yeah. Oh my god.
He would have been great.
Yeah,
I would have fucking loved
that.
Yeah. He would have been absolutely fucking dope.
Like, the idea of this movie is so stupid that if you would have had like an actual cast, it would have been like it could be a great like lasting comedy. I think
that's right. Iggy's the guy with the gun, but he's not on the plane. He's the guy that sets up just like it's so fucking funny.
He just waits.
He's got to communicate with the plane, so he gets the equipment. It's a fucking 80s TV aerial. It's a TV aerial. I'm like, he's out in the middle of an open area, right? So you can be seen from everywhere, and he puts a camo net over his truck. I'm like, motherfucker, you could be seen from 6 miles away.
What is that gonna do? Yeah.
There's an extended shot of him eating a banana.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird thing.
Not like our director. Not the cool thing like an apple with a fucking knife, like a badass. Like, nope, just peeling a banana and eating it.
No, he was eating it fucking weird though, wasn't he?
He was
he stabbed
eating it
with his knife. It's like he didn't even cut it open. No. It was fucking hilarious.
But then he gets into a gunfight, but then Thomas Jane saves him via drone?
Via target.
That's right.
But while Thomas Jane is sitting in Edge's house, he has this little John Wick moment. This movie fucking sucks.
I loved that drone because it's not even like a drone now unfortunately, like, because of the Ukrainian war, we see what actual drone combat looks like. Nothing like that. This is literally, they bought a drone at Target and then duct taped a handgun to it. And they're like, yeah, this is what he's using. And it's unstoppable. The soldiers are powerless to like do anything against it. It's so loud too.
Yeah.
Dude, I was just at this point just spotting all this stuff. Like, and at one point I noticed an actor has quite clearly knocked a hole in a wall and they don't have the budget to hide it or to make it CGI. There's just like someone's bumped into it while moving something. You can see that. I said there's definitely no production designer. That's just a fucking TV antenna, which is pointing at the sun. But it's the guy on the ground used a fucking knife to cut open a banana. A fucking knife to open a banana. I think that might be it. I think I may have to give up. He just stabbed his knife into another banana. And I was
wish he would have like cut it around and then pulled the banana foreskin off and eaten it that way. Like at least do something interesting. Yeah.
That's the bit where I've got like, so then this guy, so the John Wick lady gets kind of caught. So what does she do? She does the classic that like Bugs Bunny approach of just starts doing sexy dancing.
Well, if you got me, sailor, yeah.
And I go, wow,
like, oh,
and it's so
and
racist.
it works.
I'm like, she's not very good at fighting, and she just ripped his ears off.
I loved that worked on the guard. Like I'm like, this movie's art. This is phenomenal.
I forgot about this. One of my favorite little things about like the curtains in this movie is that this was so stupid. Is that like, okay, like he's Edge is like playing his character and all this kind of stuff, and he goes, all right guys, no problem. And these guys are feet away, and it's the quietest plane ever, no engine sound. Closes the curtain, turns around and has a full volume conversation about the heist. I'm like, bro, they're on the other side of the fucking curtain, man. No, it's soundproof.
They should have just said like post conversation, like, we can hear you, right? Like, that guy sucked.
And
what was his role? Like he was their computer hacker?
Yeah.
Like, what was his part of the team?
Because because their plan, like one, it's a terrible plan, and then two, as things start going wrong, I've got the note here. The only way out of this hole is to keep digging. It's like, this isn't how holes work, buddy. You're just getting into a worse and worse situation as the movie's going on.
I loved his dialogue at the beginning where he's like, everything you need for a successful heist, and he's like, you can't. It takes more than one piece of flint to start a fire. And I was like, no, it doesn't. Famously, no. Like, famously, that's not how that works at all.
You need a flint and a knife, you're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, the hack, that like, we didn't even get a moment with the laptop or things on screen. The hack is plugging a USB into a splitter and into a wall socket. That's it. That's the hack.
Fucking
amazing. At least give me Hugh Jackman drinking wine, doing ridiculous sort of coding, and dancing and cussing.
And just to refresh my mind on the plot, Kelsey Grammer sends them up there to steal X amount of cash, mind you, a plane filled with cryptocurrency, which is glazed over. But because Kelsey Grammer owes money to some other crime bosses.
No, he just kind of wanted it. He just wanted.
He just wants the money.
Yeah, he just wants to take money.
But then why were they going to go? Oh, because they. But then like, oh god, it's so fucking stupid. Edge records him saying a bunch of stuff. Like literally, it's the Batman 2 Penguin.
Yes.
Bit.
Like it's the exact same thing. Yeah, and then
he says a bunch of dumb stuff, and they all get angry. So send people to kill him at his house.
Yeah, the owners of the money plane are like, that's our money, so we're gonna send. And what an action scene that is when they SWAT Kelsey Grammer's house. Not since John Wick 4. Oh wait, I'm sorry, they just cut away before.
I do like that he tries to like flip the table over, but cannot.
Well, I like the bit earlier you were talking about before the armed drones, which I go, armed drones, ridiculous. He's got this table that they start shooting at him, and he flips it. I own this table. It's made of basically cardboard. So he's hiding behind the table. The bullets are ricocheting off. It is an IKEA, this thing costs like $8. You could put
I do like that
fist through it.
He says to his henchman, like, take care of him, and the guy shoots him in the head, and he's like, I meant like get him out of here. Now this tile is porous. Like it's so there's parts of this that are so unintentionally funny, but overall I fucking hated this film watching experience.
It was
more than anything.
Great. I loved it because it was terrible. But
I wish we would have watched it together. I would have had way more.
It would have been fun. The black character, like the guy that they've basically like he's always kind of in over his head.
Wesley Snipes?
Yeah.
No,
but seriously, because he spends the whole movie just being punched. He's a quite literal punching bag in this movie.
And he's not even a good gambler. He just happens to win at all of the games.
He keeps winning everything. And
so much so that the Asian woman gets angry. Like,
I
don't know if she's angry or impressed or why she's even there. Like,
she's from Casino Royale, by the way. Like, she's that's where I recognize her from.
Really?
She's the
she's Daniel Craig.
She's Daniel Craig. No, she's in the scene where Hannibal Lecter is like you first see him gambling with like an Asian wife there.
So that's a fucking deep cut. Yeah, I mean, she had a presence to her for sure. I can't really remember any other like of the gamblers because I hated almost everybody.
No, they're all.
I did like the Texan going, "I can't lose," and then blowing his head off. That was pretty funny.
It was too much.
That's
I did like when
That's
they were
Matthew
having,
Lawrence, right?
yeah, when they were having the gunfight. That at one point they were 2 feet away from each other, and then he just
Yeah.
punches through gravel to get the
Yeah.
guy. Like,
You're like, no,
Yeah.
that's not
Oh,
how that,
yeah.
not how that works.
God, dude. And it's like, see, here you go. Like Tom Jane again, doing the Lord's work.
Just sitting in a chair with a fucking video game controller. Like,
Yeah, and then these guys come to kill him, and like they're sneaking up at night. They're being quiet. They're dressed in black, and then they've got high-powered torch flashlights on. I'm like, guys, what the fuck are you doing? He goes, oh, I see some bad guys through the window.
Oh, but we got to talk about Thomas Jane is preparing what seems to be the most disgusting, like pasta sauce you could ever prepare in the world's smallest like saucepan.
Yes, it was a very
frustrating
small pan. He was making it was a very sad pasta for one.
I can't believe this movie did not have a proper food stylist.
Can't believe it. Yeah. But then the thing is, like I said, so Tom Jane doing his bit of acting. So we get a little mini Punisher scene where he sort of takes out some guys, he shoots the gun, and like I said, they're so obviously just like airsoft guns that again, I'm not even sure even
it's all digital muzzle flashes too. It looks so shitty.
Terrible. But what does he do? He does a little bit of acting that after the gunfight and he shot the guy, he does this. Like he does the my
it was because that was,
and I'm like, see, this is what happens when you
weirdly the most realistic thing.
Exactly,
like, that's crazy.
But actual professional actors, you know, like okay, he's like, I honestly, I was giving Tom Jane and Kelsey Grammer all.
I think he was just yawning, and they edited it to look like he's just like.
It's one of the they put peanut butter in his mouth just so they react.
I do love how they went over it and over it and over it. Like they played the same scene 3 times, but over explaining how good they're going to be with the money. So basically how these guys aren't stealing money, they're like,
oh, the Robin Hood of it all?
Yeah,
oh
so we can
God.
donate it.
Yeah, did you catch that reference?
Yeah, and it's like, and they, what about these things? And then these things, and we could also do this stuff, and it makes us look good to these good people. We're good people, we're doing it. And like, we've just done it, thanks for doing it, let's do it. They just constantly, for like 10 minutes, are just over-explaining and talking about how they're good people, and it's good, and everything's good, and we're gonna help people. So that you're hoping we're rooting for them. It's so
but that's what I don't understand. So they... Because it's funny how they're like loading up all whatever cash they can, but it's so clearly so heavy for them, so they just throw it out of the fucking airplane.
Yeah.
But they're stealing. I guess they're stealing the cryptocurrency to then distribute over like multiple charities or something.
They
allegedly.
Right.
That's like the duct tape. There was duct tape at the beginning and duct tape at the end. Duct tape is very useful in this movie. But it's a bit towards the end. He kicks the door open. All the money goes everywhere, so no one's ever going to find that money. So not giving that to anybody.
Yeah,
that's just being.
They're throwing like bricks of it out.
No decompression warning or anything on this plane. Okay.
The shots of them jumping out of he puts a camera up so he can communicate with Fraser.
Yeah.
The shot of each of them like jumping out of the plane, like turning around and doing and just.
So bad,
throwing themselves into the black ether of nothing. Like it's so like you could see the pad at the
and then
so fucking bad.
The bit where where he couldn't flip the table. That I'm like, they just didn't have the budget. No, don't flip the table. And didn't it just cut to black like The Sopranos with Kelsey?
Yes.
It
It just cuts to him like I think you see like them get the call. They're in a car outside. You don't actually see them storming his place. He just starts opening fire in a Tony Montana. He like pulls this comically large gun out of nowhere. I mean, you could tell like Kelsey Grammer was having a fucking blast on set, which I appreciate. But just like, was Eric Roberts busy? Like,
and then towards the end of the movie, like it says, so we cut to Istanbul. And they just write that it's Istanbul. Trust me, guys, we're in Istanbul. I'm like amazed that this wasn't a big curtain and just like Istanbul written on it. And it's like, I'm like, my note is like, why do you have $60 million worth of painting sitting right next to a dog that could chew it up? Like, there's the dog. There's all of your money right there. And then it's like we get this weird end scene where, okay, we bring Denise Richards back it's clearly been shot the same day. There's zero chemistry between him and Denise Richards. She doesn't even look in his general direction during this final scene where they're just petting a fucking dog. Like, she doesn't even have a line. I don't think they must have used up all of their line money on her. And it just cuts to credit. That's it. Like,
doesn't he have a dialogue with Thomas Jane's character after that? Like, it doesn't matter.
This movie is absolutely abysmal movie.
Mhm.
But that's what makes it so
If your
fun to
favorite
watch.
parts of a porno are not the sexual parts, you're gonna
Yes.
love this movie.
Yeah.
Yes. That is so right.
Production, dialogue.
I've seen porn movies with better production value than this.
Yeah, name
Like,
10.
Pirates.
Yeah, yes.
God damn it.
Wasn't
You're
that
just
the
reading
high-
off of Will's Blu-ray collection.
Yeah, right.
Wasn't that the high budget one, right? That like came out around
Yeah.
Pirates of the
No idea.
Caribbean.
No,
Yeah,
I don't know.
there you go. But yeah, this movie, like, let's say, for example, this movie doesn't get to even stand in the same room as movies like Action USA, as movies like
No.
Miami Connection, as movies like
I kept hoping it would.
yeah, it never
Right.
does. And the thing is, because those movies, though crazy, were clearly made with passion and made like they loved what
And
they were
cocaine.
doing. And lots of cocaine, like Hard Ticket to Hawaii, all these kind of things. Like, you remember how creative the credit scene in Hard Ticket to Hawaii is?
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yes.
like, remember how like just the great action scenes in Action USA. This movie has almost nothing. If it didn't have Kelsey Grammer and Tom Jane in, this
And
movie would
You can't. This is like the one you can't even blame COVID on this production. Like,
No,
No.
This was just released during COVID. It was
Yeah.
not made during COVID. It was-
Right. No,
well,
this
like,
is.
it's
can
not a
you-
Stone Cold, or it just has none of that like
No.
love in it.
Nothing.
No, can you imagine though, Andy Sedaris making this movie? Like,
I tried.
we could have had
I
like
watched this movie from my hot tub.
we could have watched topless ladies and the plain hot tub, and
There would have been a
instead,
snake. There would have been a snake at some point.
yeah, instead we got Joey Lawrence's hair plugs. Like, what a letdown.
I mean, like, I have to imagine you said the budget of this was $500,000, 500,000.
500,000.
I do wonder if they put like, because they wrote that line of dialogue where Kelsey Grammer says, "You want to bet on a guy fucking an alligator, money plane." I wonder if they attempted to shoot that and like,
God.
like, what is the bet, that he'll survive or that he'll
That-
finish?
That is what I was wondering. Is I'm just like, this movie was made by, clearly the Lawrence brothers have never gambled ever anything.
It cuts to a guy in bed with an alligator, like the alligator's smoking a cigarette. Like,
Just- and the alligator's like, hold on, I got to go to the set of Crawl, and then
yeah,
just
right. Oh yeah.
God, you know,
watch a
funny
better
enough,
movie.
if you look at them more like this, it's all Lawrence Brothers movies. Mistletoe mix up, The
Oh.
Office mix up, Frantic. It's all very.
It's all
Hallmark-y
Hallmark, yeah.
Oh,
movies.
the one. Oh, so, oh,
So
God.
there you go. What I really like though is the summary for this movie. Now, if you're a designer, or you've ever worked in the design world, this is going to make a lot more sense. But the summary, word for word, is: reviewers say Moneyplane, lorem ipsum dolor sit amet consecutor. So see, Ryan knows exactly what I'm talking about. So lorem ipsum is this basically, it's a bunch of Latin that whenever you're designing anything and you're mocking up
It's filler
a
text.
magazine or anything, you just throw this text up. It looks like English. It's all got different, and so they lorem ipsum is the summary of this movie. on
I wouldn't be.
IMDb.
I'd be shocked if that wasn't the whole script.
The script is it?
Yeah. Why would you make the script in wingdings? Like, unbelievably crazy.
It's somehow Thomas Jane knew what it all meant. He was like, "Yeah, I get it."
No, it
Start
says
shooting.
connections.
I picture his agent, Tommy, baby, I got a hot one for you. You ready for this? You sitting down? Hit me up.
I know you're
Money
sitting
plane.
down.
Money plane.
It's half in the bag, and maybe that's a podcast or something. Mike and Jay are trapped in a VCR repair shop during the pandemic.
Oh,
Their
yeah,
TV is
yeah.
Out, and last thing they watched was the new hit film Money Plane, so they talk about it for way too long. What is that?
That's a YouTube review show.
Okay,
Like,
sounds
yeah.
funny. I might have to watch
it's
that.
good. It's a good show.
But at the same time, of the three movies, this is the one I had the most fun watching because it was
Yeah,
I'm just like, what? I'm trying to bet what was going to happen. Like, for example, they are apparently master heist planners. And what goes wrong in the plan?
According to what?
Well, according to
Yeah.
himself, right? And he goes,
The botched
"Oh."
plan in the beginning, or the botched plan throughout the rest
Right.
of the film?
Because my favorite part of the botched plan is, we didn't plan for a co-pilot.
right.
Guys, all planes have a pilot and a co-pilot, and the plan was there's going to be a pilot. We didn't plan for a co-pilot. You guys are functionally special. Like, you are.
Doesn't the
Yeah.
concierge say that he's like, I'm also a
He
pilot?
does.
Yep.
Oh.
Does not come into play. At one point, I thought because Tom Jane talked about he's also a pilot. I go, Thomas Jane's going to have to talk them down. No, no, nothing. Yeah, this movie is so bad.
Yeah.
And it's just not even trying.
4K when?
and I genuinely enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for how bad it was. I kept waiting for another curtain to show up. It was like the fact that it took me 40 minutes to figure out it was Edge. It was just there's so much about it that cracked me up that I love it.
It's crazy because Edge wasn't like the most popular wrestler from that era, and I don't know if he was in other films, but casting him in this, like, he's so bad in this, and he
didn't even get a chance to do much action.
That's my thing. Is like, what are you casting?
He fights the guy in the crowd. Like, they kept hitting their elbow. I'm like, is this supposed to be funny? Because it's hilarious.
Yeah. No, like there's a cockpit fight, and then the scene at the beginning. But then he doesn't do any action stuff. And it's like, why are you casting an action guy? It would actually be like a funnier situation if the hacker guy had to fly the plane and went up against the giant pilot. I'm like,
yeah,
that's at least something. That's like, oh, this is a mismatch. When you have the wrestler going up against the pilot, it's like, okay.
God, so I was just watching the trailer again. It's just so bad.
Oh, trailers. Yeah.
It's just a treasure. It's a treasure. The thing is, though, guys, that's not what we do here at the podcast.
I don't even know what we do anymore, man.
We do money plane.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And if you want to, you can fucking alligator.
Crypto Cruise coming soon to a theater near you.
Oh man.
It's about which is the best plane movie.
What's the criteria?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, so if all of movies feature planes, okay.
Some more than others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One movie kills Steven Seagal. One movie's got a British bad guy and the line always bet on black. And the other movie is Money Plane. Where are you guys thinking?
I was trying to figure out like some stipulations for this. Is it the amount of time the film takes place on a said airplane? Is it the number of airplanes featured? Is it the flight path that Will keeps effortlessly bringing up? Like, what plane do?
I'm trying right now to think like what the possible criteria could be. And every time I'm like, I don't think that's a fair one. This is like, I got which movie has the most Halle Berry? Like, I guess.
Yeah, at least Passenger 57 and Executive Decision like look like they're set on airplanes.
Right. Those are at least movies.
Yeah. Whereas, it's just basically Money Plane is set in like the back rooms. Like, it's crazy. There's just endless corridors and hallways.
And curtains.
So many curtains.
I can't believe they didn't say once in the movie it's curtains for you and throw something.
I was just gonna say.
You're like, come on.
Or like, or putting a bad guy behind it and pull yourself together.
Really not a lot of one-liners in Money Plane, now that I think about it.
Not a lot of lines in Money Plane, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's mostly like Will said.
Now, picture this movie, but every line of dialogue is just replaced with the words Money Plane.
Again,
infinitely better.
Yeah. I honestly, look, I think Passenger 57 of the three is the one, but the one I want to say is Money Plane. I want to say Money Plane. I just love it so much.
I don't want to say that at the risk our listeners will go and seek out Money Plane.
You should seek out Money Plane.
You should with a group of friends.
Yes.
Like
rent out your own Money Plane.
Yeah.
Get your curtains.
Yeah.
Yes.
Draw the curtain. I don't know.
Yeah, watch it on an international flight.
Project it onto curtains. What are we doing here?
With Wesley Snipes. Because I think like of the movies that are like legitimately good, Passenger 57 is the most legitimately good. Money Plane is so much fun to talk about.
Yeah,
just because it's such a train wreck.
Executive Decision's the best made one. Passenger 57 is the most entertaining, and Money Plane is the one I want to talk about endlessly.
That's the Money Plane is the most like Action USA type of movie, but it's just not in the good ways.
In the fun way.
No,
that's what's counting against it. It's not Kyo, so we're not going to give it to Money Plane.
I wish.
Money Plane is the one I'm going to tell people.
I can't. Again, I know I keep saying this, but I would have such a different feeling had we watched this as a group. and like really bonded over how bad this movie is.
Yeah. No,
Instead of reading 3 separate text
They were
conversations,
great
watching
though.
this at different
Yeah.
times.
Every time the text thread, I love that every text thread was gold. Of this one,
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is pure.
But for me, for pure nostalgia, I have to give it to Passenger 57.
I think that one, like I said, I think that's the most successful of it because, like we were saying, Executive Decision got really dull in that middle section. Passenger 57 is the most consistently entertaining.
Yeah.
The least logical of the three, strangely enough, but that works in its benefit. So
Least logical compared to Money Plane?
yeah, if you could once you'd explain to me the flight path, I'll start to understand like your point. Like, but they started on the moon, ended up in Florida, and then by the end they were in Antarctica. I don't understand how they got anywhere.
I have more questions about the guy fucking the alligator.
It's just, why was that his example? Was that had he made that
like
before?
I'm fascinated. Like I kind of want to get the Blu-ray to see if there's extended like outtakes, like
what other,
what other takes were there? Like, did he like improv that line?
Right. Oh, 100%.
If you wanna bet on a cake opening a bank account, Money Plane, it's like what?
Yeah. Oh my God!
You want to bet on
wild.
you want to bet on a orangutan landed a plane, Money Plane
with Clint Eastwood.
Yes.
What's that movie with isn't it
Matthew Broderick, right?
Yeah, where they teach the chimps to fly planes to bomb.
Monkey Plane.
Yeah. Monkey Plane. Hang on a second. I gotta look.
Don't Google that.
Matthew Broderick? No, you guys are making up a movie right now. Like,
no, it's him and Sarah Jessica Parker too. I think, right?
Sarah Jessica Parker too. It's called Project X.
That's right.
No, it's not. That's the party movie. That's the found footage party movie.
It's the same title, but no.
Yeah.
That movie was on all. That was like I was either pre or post War Games. It was like around that time.
It is 87. It revolves around an airman, Broderick, and a graduate, Helen Hunt. I thought it was Sarah Jessica Parker too. They're assigned to care for chimpanzee in a secret Air Force project. It's about sending them to like drop nukes and because it's like we don't have to care about them. Weird movie.
Yeah. That was on TV all the time. I'd never seen it.
We should watch that.
They teach a monkey to commit genocide? Like
yes, essentially.
And this isn't a movie on my shelf.
And I haven't heard of this movie. It's not a comedy.
Yeah, you gotta look this up, Will. Project X, Matthew Broderick. You gotta check that out. So okay, we're going with Passenger 57. We're going
with Project X now. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, as he said, so officially here at the United States of Movie, the best movie set on a plane, and at least until we come back around and take another stab at it, is Passenger 57, Wesley Snipes. An absolute, just like I said, nostalgic kind of throwback to the 90s. Wesley Snipes being cool. Are there better movies? Yes. Was this one better than the other ones? Also, yes. Though at the same time, before we start recording, we're like, what are we doing? Why don't we do Air Force One? Why didn't we do Airplane? Why didn't we do Snakes on a Plane? What other movies could we have done, like plane-based movies?
I mean, we avoided like the usual Con Air. I think for specific, I honestly do not know why we picked the 3 movies that we did. I think we were really hinging on the idea of this episode really hinged on just watching Money Plane, and then we picked 2 movies around that.
Yeah, because Will was like, I just need an excuse to watch.
We were talking about the Always Sunny episode, The Gang Beats Boggs, where they mention they mention if I've learned anything about movies like Passenger 57 and Executive Decision, there's always an underground.
Yeah,
it's always something in the belly of the plane.
Yeah, for real, and you can't get there. Yeah, that's the best place to escape from bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
Though, considering right now, the world is all watching one particular thing: the World Cup. Soccer, football, it has come to America, it has come to Canada and Mexico, and we decided, you know what? We should do the best football/soccer movie, and we picked 3 very
movies.
movies.
Oh no.
Which I am quite surprised. So Ryan, you chose one that I'm already angry about because I have listened to people talk about this movie and they were not kind about it, but you get to talk about it. Which movie are you
this is mine? Okay.
Yeah, this one. Yeah,
totally you.
I just want to go on the record and say, yeah, this is mine. I love this movie. Fuck you all. I picked the also from 1992?
Yes.
1992, Rodney Dangerfield, Jonathan Brandis, And I forget her name. God damn it, the comedian. She's great. The Ladybugs, the soccer movie. And
Which is
nothing
about
else.
what? Which is about? Give us the synopsis.
It's a coming of age tale about. You want me to give the synopsis?
He tries to cheat in football by dressing a boy up as a girl.
In order to secure a promotion, I'm going purely off memory here. In order to secure his promotion, and I'm not reading this, his boss tasks him with coaching his daughter's soccer team, who is ostensibly terrible. And in order to do that, he decides to enlist the support of his stepson, who fucking hates him, and dresses him up like a girl and places him on the team.
Perfect. No notes.
So it's
we don't even need to watch it. That's it.
So it's basically just one of the guys, but better, is what you're saying.
Impossible.
Or
first of all, I would never say that.
Okay, so Ladybugs, 1992. We're on our currently our non-sponsor sponsor, who will one day be a sponsor. Just Watch.
Jack A is the actress. Fantastic.
Ladybugs is available. This should give you an indication of how popular it is. It's available for free on Hoopla. It's available for free with ads on YouTube. So have at it, everybody. Ladybugs, good luck with that.
I think you can watch it on Epstein Plus. I'm not
sure. Whereas the next movie is available in lots of places. Will, do you want to take this one? It's a classic from 2001 Steven Seagal movie.
Yeah, it is the martial arts classic Shaolin Soccer. Looney Tunes meets soccer meets martial arts. I love it. You love it. Everybody loves it.
Honestly, it's been so long since I've seen it. I mean, like probably 20 years. Because Kung Fu Hustle came out, and then everyone's like, loving Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah.
But this one is available on Fubo. It's available on Paramount Plus. It's on Roku. It's on Canopy. It's on YouTube TV and Tubi. So this one is pretty much available everywhere. And it's so good.
I love this movie.
People, we were talking before we started rolling. Clips of this movie have been just popping up on Threads and on Instagram. All of a sudden, everyone's like, "Wait, this movie! It must be this combination of the World Cup and, like Will was saying." There's just been news come out that Kung Fu Soccer has been greenlit. There's going to be
Kung Fu Soccer.
Kung Fu.
Different movie.
Kung Fu Soccer. Kung Fu Soccer is coming. So it's kind of like a sort of a sequel.
What's a less problematic title? Shaolin Soccer or Kung Fu Soccer?
There's nothing problematic about it.
I don't know.
This is like when Michael Scott was like talking with Oscar, and he's just like, "Oh, you don't have to say you're Hispanic," or something. He's like, "No, that's what I."
So yes, Shaolin Soccer, Ladybugs, and then the movie that I brought to the table that.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
That both Will and Ryan were like, "What?"
Huh?
And I was like, "You've never heard of Escape to Victory?" They're like, "No." I mean,
John Carpenter's Escape to Victory?
The 1981 movie starring Michael Caine as a World War II POW that tries to effect an escape after playing a football game with a bunch of Nazis, that also stars Sylvester Stallone and every famous football player of the time. Pele, Ozzy Ardiles, the guy that won the World Cup for England.
And you didn't pick this for Best Prison Movie?
No, because this is going to be, you'll see. This movie I've seen a lot. Used to be on TV all the time on like BBC Two. I would watch it every time it comes on. I genuinely think it's a good movie. It's got pretty good ratings as well. And if you are interested, it is available to rent everywhere. You can rent it on Fandango, Prime, Apple TV. It's like $3, so you can buy it for 10. I'm quite interested. I'm actually quite excited about this movie. It's kind of fun, kind of random, just popped into my head out of nowhere. So the three movies, one of them is going to lift the World Cup of the United States of a movie. We got Shaolin Soccer, Ladybugs, and Escape to Victory. What a random trio we have.
Too bad there was not a more famous soccer movie we could have picked. Those are the three most famous.
Possible.
That's the only ones.
I should have just picked the Zinedine Zidane documentary. God damn.
Or you could have done the Vinnie Jones documentary as well. So yes, next time we come back around. Now we are still. As the three
months away,
just neck deep. All of our lives have exploded
We're just gonna release this episode 4 years from now.
We will try and get to this as hopefully before the end of the World Cup. So guys, we've got to try and fit this one in. But we're gonna have to record on a weekday because my weekends are a disaster at the moment. Everything
Should be fine, yeah.
is that Englishman at the moment. But it's gonna be awesome. So those
we get it, you're fucking an alligator.
Should have bet on it. 100% baby. Yes, next time we come around, we're going to be, having our own football/soccer good time. Though in the between that, if you want to find more of us, you can. You can find me as That Englishman in Texas or Ollie Pettigrew on Facebook, where very often I'm going around the state of Texas, learning about Texas, doing skits and all sorts of other stuff. You can find Will as Entitled Willennial. Will's doing a lot of skits at the moment, which I like to enjoy. But also he's got an incredible movie collection we're often referencing, and he does get to just dig into it sometimes, bring movies you may never heard of, or sometimes get into those special features, which I do enjoy. And you can find Ryan as Rhino Digital, RYNO Digital, where he does some fantastic designs, movie posters, things like that, as well as the ridiculous things. Plus, yes, you need to make a movie poster about Steven Seagal being sucked out of a plane. That'd be great. Not sucked off by a plane. We're not going to do that one. I saw your face. It's just going to call
the wheels were turning.
Oh, shit. They're still turning. If you are watching us on YouTube, good for you. And if you haven't, subscribe, drop in the comments, give us something. You can also find us on our Facebook page and Instagram, United States of a Movie. Fellas, that was a silly episode. Money Plane was just so bad. But at the same time, Will, I'm glad you brought it to my life because I can hold it over you for the rest of yours.
Worth it.
There's got to be a novelization, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But outside of that, good luck to Mexico, Canada, the United States, and England. We'll see what happens this weekend as well. But outside that one, guys, from Ryan, from Will, and from me, Ollie, thanks for joining us for this episode of the United States of Movie Podcast. We will see you next time.